Control Alt No Man's Sky. Virtual reality. SS April PVD.
And Grand Haggis, you wake up on the planet.
I am on that planet. And I just love this game. And I hope you will feel the same. Hello and welcome to Control Alt WoW No Man's Sky. Today is Tuesday, April 14th, 2026, and this is episode 864 entitled Pokemon in Space. I'm April PVD, and I'm here with Big G. Hi, Big G. How are you?
I'm going well, thanks.
And Grand Nagus, how are you?
Hi, I'm great.
Have you been playing Pokemon in Space?
Oh, yeah, I have.
They did a really good job with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but let's talk about my week in VR, or my 2 weeks in VR, because we got a lot to catch up with, and then we'll get to the Pokemon in Space. I actually started last week with a new game, because when you get a new Meta Quest headset, you get a free subscription to Horizon Plus, or whatever they're calling it now, because Horizon no longer exists. The whole VR community is, we've had an upheaval. But every month you get a few free games, and this month there was one called Innkeeper VR. And it's where you have to serve people, and you start off serving water, and then you go into serving other things. But it just turned out to be like the innkeeper job, or the tavern job in Medieval Dynasty. So I actually went in and played Medieval Dynasty. For just that day. But, of course, I went back to No Man's Sky, and I took a break from building to get Brilliant into the Artemis storyline. Now, I have 4 characters, and my main character is April PVD. And Brilliant, April, and Sebastian are the secondary ones. But Brilliant had actually gone a little bit further in than the other 2. So she went in, and it's kind of crazy, because what I'd been doing, of course, is that April PVD has gone the farthest, has the most stuff. And so every time one of the other characters needs something, I will bring in April PVD to bring it to them. And she needed, Aprilia needed a black pearl to make this thing for Artemis. And so I would bring April PVD to somewhere, have her farm it. So what's really nice about the whole game is that you can go someplace on one character, and then when you join the game, to get material, and then when you join the game with the other person, you still have that material with you. So she went to get the black pearl. But I made the mistake of making the thing. It was the mine arc. But Brilliant had to make it herself to complete the quest. So April PVD went back and got it again. Then I almost renamed this podcast April PVD, or Control Alt WoW in VR, because a YouTube video popped up on my feed about Star Citizen. Have you seen anything about Star Citizen?
I saw it kind of like in passing, but not really. I didn't really look into it.
Well, well, I thought it was very similar to No Man's Sky. And the only thing that really caught my eye about it is that it's a realistic kind of place. It looks more like what you would think the Matrix would be, or cyber city kind of thing. All the graphics are crisp. I saw some of the videos. You start off in this cute apartment, and then you walk around downtown, and it just looks like a real city. And the customization for your character is really, really good. I made this really cute chick. If you can scroll down, I made a chick with bald head and everything. And it was on sale for $45. Now, here's the thing. It had been out on the flat screen for a while. And the craziest part is there was a software engineer who worked for the company who had been looking at the software on the weekend and figured out a way to make it VR on his weekend. And then he came in one day and said, look, I got this. I changed the code and I made it so that it's VR. And it's perfect. It looks really good. You're walking around. Everything is so beautiful. But it takes a lot to get it right on the installation. There was a couple of videos, and I put the link in the show notes. And after a couple of hours, I got it to work. And it was just so beautiful. But the only problem is it's only keyboard and mouse, which is very hard because I can't play sitting down. So I went, and that's why I have a new keyboard now, because I went through the whole process of figuring out a way to make a tray so that I could play standing up. And, I don't know. When I play in VR sitting down, for me, it feels like I'm moving around in a wheelchair. I mean, I have nothing against people in wheelchairs, but when you are moving, you're sitting down, and it's VR. It feels weird. So, okay. So, it really piqued my curiosity. It was really neat. There was a lot of things about it, like you have to eat and drink, which is, an interesting mechanic for a VR game. And I really liked it, but I realized they don't have, and I put a link in it to the what they're planning to do. They don't have building. They don't have homes. The apartment you show up in when you first start out, you never go back there. It's really mostly you get to your hangar, and it's about flying around in space. It's really beautiful, but it's mostly about space stuff and space battles and doing missions and hauling stuff. And yeah, I finally gave up, and
no housing is just qualifying.
Right, there's no housing. They say they're gonna bring it in, which was kind of weird because you start out in an apartment. I'm like, why am I in this apartment? But then you never really go back there. So yeah, but they are going to bring it in eventually. And then someone else recommended the Elite Dangerous, but with that you have to use a gamepad, and it just doesn't work for me. And then I even ordered a standing desk, and I ended up returning them all. So I decided to go back, jump back into No Man's Sky, and I did some more of the Artemis quest. And then she went to her settlement, and it's funny because I hadn't been to the settlement in a while. But there was even when you've been away for a while, they still make all that stuff for you. So there was like 41 batteries and 41 cells, healing cells. So it was really a good thing. And it all just made me feel like I really wanted to get back into No Man's Sky. And it was nice. It wasn't like Star Citizen, but just using the controllers was so much better for me. But then last Monday, two things happened. First,
Oh yeah, what happened?
First, Sean Murray made a post, and he posted, he tweeted, or X'd it, I don't know what you call it now, a Coliseum. And No Man's Sky went on sale. So that's always a portent that there's going to be an update. And last time it was construction worker vest, and we got the whole garbage men in space. So there was a whole bunch of stuff going on. Maybe they were going to bring in PvP, because what does the Coliseum emoji mean? And it was kind of interesting because everybody, the whole, No Man's Sky internet just lit up. And, it did just pique everybody's curiosity. I was hoping they would update the multiplayer, because I'm still having that same problem whenever one character is in her house, the other character, I can't see the other character's house. And, Light No Fire is supposed to be about co-op and multiplayer. And a lot of people are feeling like Sean is using No Man's Sky as a testing realm. But that wasn't to be. But then I just... Yet, right. So Tuesday, Aprillian got a little further in her Atlas and Artemis storyline. Of course, I don't want to say too much, but I don't want to spoil it. She did need some lithium to advance one of her settlement buildings. So April PVD went to... I don't think Aprillian has the purple or whatever. She can get to the purple planets. So April PVD went and got them for her. And then on Wednesday... Xeno Arena. So the update is basically Pokemon, but it's really different because it's in No Man's Sky. We've had pets for a long time, but now these pets actually have a purpose, and the whole thing has changed the whole game, and it's so crazy. Again, yes. I had fun with the garbage men thing, the waste thing. But this is just really great because there are so many creatures in No Man's Sky. And now there's all the different strengths and weaknesses. It's not, as much as I've liked Pokemon, I've never really liked battling at a Pokestop at a gym. And, I've never been around people to really battle with. So this really brought it in. So you're going to be able to adopt creatures from a range of biomes and form your own battle team, and then challenge alien life forms at space stations, at outposts or depot. What do you call it? Depots. The places out there that has NPCs and stuff.
Depots,
Yeah. And there's all sorts of things you can get, and each creature has something different. And they can have different levels. So I was curious to see if I could multi-box this. And I immediately logged out on April PVD and logged in on Aprillian. And Oh no! Well, no, I did. I had April PVD in VR, and I had Aprillian in flat screen, and I was able. I can multi-box it. I can fight each other, but I put a link in the show notes for a really good YouTube video. Aprillian and April PVD, when they landed in the anomaly, the thing popped up to say you can now battle. It did not happen with April or Sebastian. At first I thought, okay, I checked, I thought maybe they didn't have enough, or maybe they needed to have more than 3 pets, but you do need to have more than 3. You need to have at least 3 pets. And I was like, trying to figure out what they needed to do. But they were still able to go like to a space station and battle somebody there. They just was not getting the thing from the guy in an anomaly, and that was Oceanus. Well, it turned out that the problem was you have to at least get to Artemis.
Okay.
So
Get to or complete?
No, get to Artemis. At first, I was running Aprillian around to go through the whole Artemis and Atlas thing, just to make sure, and April around just to make sure. And she got a little bit further in that, and then we went to the anomaly. But then Sebastian hadn't done anything, and all he did was, get to the hollow terminus, talk to Artemis, and immediately when he went to the anomaly, the quest line opened up. It was funny because I had posted about this on the Facebook group for No Man's Sky, and I said, he talked to Artemis. I called Artemis a him, and somebody tried to correct me and say that Artemis was a female. And I was like, actually, I guess I should have said them and they, because I thought all the characters in No Man's Sky were gender neutral.
Yep.
And she tried to say it has something to do with the history of somebody, Artemis being a Greek god or something. But I was like, wait a minute, what about Artemis? Isn't Artemis in Wild Wild West? The one that was played by McCoy? No, not McCoy. The guy that looks like McCoy. Ross Martin?
I don't know.
Oh.
I know that Artemis is, isn't Artemis male?
Oh, no.
In the Greek mythos?
It's Artemis with a U.S. for Wild Wild West. She said it was a female. Oh, yeah, it is. It's a Greek goddess. But either way, I think all the characters in No Man's Sky are gender neutral. Okay, anyways, I ended up having some trouble streaming because all of a sudden there was an update to XSplit Broadcaster, and it wouldn't let my application, it wouldn't let me stream. The button just didn't work. But I was able to fix it by copying the file from my gaming PC to my gaming laptop so I can stream again, but that was weird. All right, so now I've been getting these pets, and I'm going crazy because all of a sudden I want S-Class pets. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been finding a lot of S-Class pets, but I've also been doing some of the battles. I had fun playing in different places, except some of the things you can also get an egg and then do something, make the egg more aggressive. So I'm in a conundrum because I want to do the battles, and when you do the battles you get rewards, but I also want to do the egg thing, and I've just been having a lot of fun leveling up pets. Getting pets in the battle. There's so many nuances to it. Like, for instance, I have this one pet that has a a skill that is basically suicide, or he does so much damage to himself, but when he does that, he also gives an advantage for the next player, the next pet I bring out, for 6 rounds, increases his chances and his defense. So when he's almost dying, I initiate that skill, and I mean it does so well. There's something to do with the order. Plus, all these YouTubers and Facebook people are putting in codes. Now, if you look on what I did on Saturday, you see that there's a portal code at the bottom to find. This was an SAA, but I've gotten obsessed with getting all SS creatures.
Yeah, I put in a video into the show notes, the one that I am using, so you can buy Scottish Rod.
Okay.
You can have a look at that.
And
if
there
you
are
want
other
to,
things
anyone.
too. Like there's things that you can do by completing the battles with the championship, but you can also battle, just any and most of all the space stations and stuff. They have somebody there you can fight, and you'll get the genetic advantage. You get the chance to upgrade the genes, and then one of the things that you could do is hatch so many eggs. So I went into my storage, and I had, and I put a screenshot in the show notes, I had a whole bunch of eggs in my storage. Because I would just, every couple of days, every once in a while, I would take one of my pets back to where they came from and let them hatch an egg. So that was kind of fun. And so then I started watching about training the pets, and I actually have been playing a lot on the flat screen because I can watch TV while I'm doing the battles, or I can do the portals. And you know what else? This one portal that I've been using in Euclid, I've been using it for weeks, and I haven't had to activate it with resources. Remember
I had that same thing happen where I initiated it, and then I used it 2-3 times, and then logged out, and like day after I came back, and it was still activated.
Yeah, so I don't know what the parameters are, but it's nice when you don't. But I just I went to a different system today, and I had to activate that one because it was a different system. So I've been looking for pets, putting down bases, going to different places to battle. I got a whole, if you look down in the show notes under Monday, I got a whole bunch of S-class pets. I did notice, that when I went to look at my squadron pilots, there's some kind of glitch where it looks like they're pets. Did you see that under Monday? If you scroll down. You look at my fighter pilots, it says that they have fire characteristics or something. I don't know, some kind of weird. So today I've gotten pretty far. I've gotten 20 of 25 for the Hollow Arena victories. Once you do so much and you get to a certain level, then Oceanus will let you get some really special pets. And I'm having a blast. And today I've got obsessed about getting. Let me put this in the show notes with this one pet because it's an S class and it's not one that I have. And so I followed the code. It was somebody put it in Facebook, and I followed the code to get it. And I'm looking all around this planet, and I can't find it. It turned out that I was in the wrong system. It was the Essenham one instead of the Euclid one. So I had to go and find a portal, figure out how to get into that one. This one was a flying pink one.
That's pretty. I want.
And it's SSS. If you look down in the lower left-hand corner, there's the portal.
Yeah.
So I went to the planet and I couldn't find it, and then I went to check to make sure I had put in the right portal, and I noticed at the bottom that it was the Essenstein. Is that what it's called?
Essentam, yeah.
Yeah, Essentam. So I was in Euclid. So
Okay, yeah.
And I had a portal to that. I had a base in that system that I thought was near a portal. Turned out it wasn't. And then I went looking for a portal, and I messed up because I forgot. Do you know how to get a portal?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
You go and talk to the monolith, and then that activates the portal.
Right.
And then you.
And it tells you where the portal was, and you usually have to give it something. If it's a Corvex, you got to give it a Corvex casing.
Yeah. You need to give it a map.
Right. Well,
And then.
Well, you can use a map, or you can use your Colossus and just have
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But,
right. You can do that now.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I forgot the second part, which was keep talking to it, and then it will ask you for one of those things depending on the area. But eventually I found the portal, and now I just landed in the on the place, and I just saw it just as we started.
Is it a rare or is it a common?
You mean is it frequent?
Yeah, the animal. Yeah.
Nope, it's right there. In fact, most of these, and it's funny because the people have been posting these S, and they call it SSS.
Yeah.
Because it's all S's, and when in most of the cases, they're right there at the portal.
Yeah, but no, that's not what I meant. What I meant is when you go to the discovery, to the page, to the overview over the planet or the system you're in.
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Where you can see all the flora, fauna, and minerals. And you can see the fauna, and it lists the whole list of fauna that's on the planet. And it says common ground, common underground. That's what I meant. Is it listed as a rare, or is it listed as a common or uncommon? Because
We're doing it live, folks. We're doing it live.
yeah, sure, no problem. No, but because some are really, and some are nocturnal, and some are daytime creatures. So and north and south are on the planet, and there are all those parameters that you have to take into account. And it says, and it lists all that for the people that don't know. When you go to the overview over the planet in the systems menu, you can see all those informational things in the list of, but only for fauna, not for any of the other two things like flora and minerals. So I really like that. I've been hunting for completion for the nanite bonus for quite a while now
Oh, wow.
to get all the fauna on one planet, and that's why I'm asking so specifically.
Hold on, I'm going to show it to you in the. It is rare.
It is rare. Okay, good.
Yes, but I'm going to put the,
Just so I know what to look for.
and I'm going to put a screenshot in the show notes. Right.
Yep, cool. Yeah, I think I got
All right, can you see it?
I unlocked 3 pages. Because when you need to have the nanites as well.
Right. Yes. you
And
do.
want to get to page 4 of 5,
They're like 5,000 for a spot.
they're like 2.5 or 5,000 nanites
Yeah.
per unlock. Yeah, so that's
So
it's
it's
for a beginner,
rare,
it's
it's
not nothing.
flying.
So you need to take that into account as well.
Yeah.
So if you want to get, I think there are 8 different varieties of pets. So you have toxic, radioactive, desert. I can't remember all of them. I think there are eight different ones. So you want to have at least 8 slots available when you start your collection.
And I have started culling mine. I had a whole bunch that turned out to be, B's or A's or I mean.
Yeah, I didn't even bother with them. After I found the first video that said that it's possible to find the triple S, once I didn't even bother with any of the others. Eventually, I might go for others for aesthetic purposes, but that's just me wanting one because it looks cool. Yeah, but for battle purposes, I won't bother getting any others. I might try to get another copy of the same
Are you
pet
doing any
because
egg
because
hatching or
sorry,
are you doing any egg hatching or
not yet.
okay?
I've just collected so far, and yeah, again, there are different. There is RNG involved in what you get. So you get each. So as far as I understand, let's put it that way, and people can correct me.
Wait 1 second. Let me just finish my segment and then you can.
So sorry.
No problem. It was good. I just wanted to say the only other thing I've been doing was I haven't. There's been some really big updates to the Star Trek VR game, but I haven't played it, and that's been my week. So, Grand Nagus, what have you been doing in No Man's
Okay.
Sky?
Okay, so let's continue with what I was just saying.
Right.
When you go to get a pet, adopt a pet, as the term is, the RNG will give that pet a certain out of the pool of abilities that the game will have. It will give the pet a random set of abilities at a certain level. So if you look at your Tempoto, you can see that it's playfulness and gentleness and I can't say, is it devotion, the bottom one? Yeah. So basically, you can you have different traits, and then you have different abilities as well. So attacks and defense things. So those are all randomly assigned. So if you don't want playfulness, if you want something else in that spot, I can't remember what the other is. There are like 2 or 3 different options for the top. Then you can go and get another pet and see if that is something that might give you a different ability. But 71% is quite good for playfulness. So I think my top score or top percentage in the first ability has never been above 30%. Or have you already enhanced
Where
it?
did you see? Oh, you're looking at that screen was from what I saw on Facebook. My actual pet is down at the bottom. So
Yeah, that's what I said.
no, I just put that
Tempoto.
in. It's all the way at the bottom.
Yep.
That's what I
Okay. Sorry. So okay.
So it has
So
helpfulness,
aho.
14%. It has 60% terror aggression and 41%
Yep.
attentiveness. Now you could also change those when you put it in the egg sequencer as well.
Yeah. Oh, you can swap them out?
Yes, when you
Okay.
put them in the egg
Okay.
sequencer, you can do add different things to make them more friendly or more. And then once they hatch, you'll see the devotion or the aggression or whatever. So,
Yeah. Okay.
it'd be interesting.
Yeah. That's really. Yeah. But I think the only thing you cannot change are the abilities, right? I think those are fixed, if I remember correctly. But again, so yeah, I've been collecting for now. The toxic one, I still haven't. That's the only type I still don't have is toxic. So I need that. So that's good that I can go after that pet if it's the same. And the Eisentam Galaxy, I have a portal there, so that's not a problem. Yeah. So what have I been doing in No Man's Sky? I've yeah, I've been talking about permadeath a couple of shows ago, and I tried my luck on it, and I failed miserably.
I'm not even brave enough to try.
I got to. I think I tried 3 times. One, I didn't even succeed getting back to the ship, so I died initially. The other one, I forgot to put a roof over my head in the house. So environmental kill. And the third time, the most recent one, was I got mauled by an animal, by a predator. So, and since you don't have that much shielding yet, in the early stages, my personal shield was kind of basically non-existent. So he took 2 bites out of me, and I was dead. So yeah, that wasn't fun. So after I had gotten over that rather unfortunate way to die, I thought, nope, not going to do that for the foreseeable future. And I returned to my primary save. And then the update arrived, and we talked about it earlier. I collected, as I said, I think I'm on page 4 now, 3 or 4. So that's 6 per page, 6 pets per page. So I'm somewhere probably in the high teens or low 20s when it comes to a pet count at the moment. I want 2 teams before I start doing anything else to have an alternative. One alternative for each type.
Right.
So, and as I said just now, the only type I don't have yet is a toxic. So I need 2 toxic pets. And after that, I'm going to start setting up the teams and doing all the other stuff. I've only done 1 battle so far, but that against the NPC there in the anomaly.
Ocean.
And that went well, no problems at all. So yeah, and I like that you can see the weaknesses and strengths right away. My only problem that I had to brute force my way through was that I didn't have a pet that could counter a fire. His 2 fire pets.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have a counter for that, so I had to rely on defense against fire and then brute force my way through with normal attacks. So yeah, but again, it went well. I survived and all that. That was good. So I won that one battle that I played. And then, yeah, basically, I watched a few videos, 2, 3 videos I watched with regards to where to get the best triple S pets. I put the link to one of them, as I said earlier, into the show notes. You can look it up and watch it. I might put in the second one as well. This one from Scottish Rod is the second one that I watched. Can't remember who made the first one that I watched. Some are the same in the 2 videos. I think at least the mechanical one is basically a duplicate. But there are, all in all, I would say out of the 9 per video, I think Rod posted 10, I think, but can't remember exactly. So that would be 19. I would say about 12, maybe 14 of them are unique pets that aren't duplicates overlapping from the one video to the other. Yeah, and Eisentam and Euclid are the only two systems that both of them went to. So I'm curious as to how many galaxies do we have in the game? 10, 11? Something like that?
Yeah, something like that. I think it's
Yeah.
12.
Yeah. So basically, if we count at a glance, you found 20 by day 2 or day 3 in 2 galaxies, so 10 per galaxy. Just to name something. Sorry, there should be plenty in the other 8 or 9.
56. No, that can't be right. That's a lot.
There should be 60, 70 more at least. So there should be a reasonable variety, let's put it that way, of triple S pets that you can get. Yeah, that's how I look at it. That's and again, we're barely a week into the patch.
Right.
So it's really early, and the community does what the community does, and we can expect so much more that we can't even comprehend yet.
And I've been spending hours just watching different videos and watching people battle, and while I'm battling, and it's fascinating. And there's so many different abilities to learn and understand. Like there's some where you can wait 3 turns and do something, or you can put something on somebody to slow them down, but if they dispel it, it's going to cause them damage. I mean, it's fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, WoW pet battling had kind of similar things. But yeah, you can clearly see, or I can clearly see, where they got the ideas. I don't know that much about Pokémon.
Right.
But I can clearly see that what there is in WoW is something that I recognize. Let's put it that way. I'm not saying that it's where it originated. I'm just saying that it's in WoW, and I know it being there. So you have like a shield. It's not that big a shield that lasts 6 rounds, just to name something. And then you have a larger shield that's stronger, that only lasts 2 or 3 rounds because it's stronger. Right. Stuff like that, right? And reflection, you have reflection chance of what 60, 70, 80%, depending upon the ability. Stuff like that, that lasts. The only thing I haven't seen yet is like burrowing, for example. I remember this distinctly that there are pets in WoW that burrow and attack underground. I haven't heard anything with regards to that, and I don't know if probably when it's like a beetle or something, that it's like an earth type thing, that shouldn't be impossible to implement an ability like that. But yeah, okay, that for No Man's Sky. I want to close out my segment here with a new game that I found.
Mm.
And it's not new, but I found it. For me, it's new. And I have you ever had or have you ever how do I put this? Have you ever been afraid to play a game because it's going to be over eventually?
Oh, yeah.
Gee?
Yeah, I've been in that similar situation sort of thing. Like, you get to the end of the game and it's like, or like you get halfway through and it's like, oh no, this is coming to an end. I don't want this to come to an end. I
Yeah,
want it to keep
exactly.
going. And you just
Yep.
stop. It's like, I get that with reading books too, sort of thing. Or I get halfway through the book and it's like, oh crap, I'm halfway through. There's no extra book. No, I've got to stop. No, I don't want this end.
Yeah, exactly. So the game is called Star Trek Resurgence. So it's obviously Star Trek game. And it's set uh, in the timeline of TNG and Deep Space Nine. So and Voyager and all and yeah, those three. So and it's my and as you all know, Deep Space Nine is my favorite Star Trek show,
Right.
and I really don't like the current track. There are some exceptions where I say, yeah, okay,
What, Starfleet
but
Academy?
I have heard so much of it, not much good.
Oh, I love it. I think it's playful and interesting, and I think it's doing like the complete opposite of Deep Space Nine, where you were shown that side of Star Trek. This time you're showing it from like a teenage or a kid's view, and I thought it was interesting because of the all the different things it brought to that side of Star Trek. But I know a lot of people don't like it. But go
I
ahead.
haven't watched it.
Oh,
That's
oh,
I'm just saying mostly heard negative things about it. So
yeah. So have I, but I love it.
good, good. I'm glad to hear that. So yeah, the story is set in for Resurgence is set, I believe, 5 or 6 years after the end of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and I'm not going to obviously again I'm not going to spoil the story. I'm only going to say that I really like the way it's set up. So how it works. The game mechanic is that you play two roles. You play as two characters. You play two crew members aboard the USS Resolute, a science vessel tasked with a diplomatic mission. One of the crew members you play is the first officer, and the other is an enlisted engineer. So, and you swap back and forth, and stuff happens on the bridge, and then all of a sudden there's a whole breach, just as an example, and you, as the first officer, give the order to deal with that breach, and then it swaps to the uh, uh, to you playing the enlisted engineer doing a spacewalk out on the hull, to then taking care of some stuff going on there. And then back again to the bridge and so forth. It always switches back and forth, which as a concept I really like. And you build reputation, you build trust with your individual crew members that surround you. So the people on the bridge is one bunch, and the people in engineering and in the lower decks is the other bunch. And indirectly, obviously, one can influence the other. So if you as as the first officer do something that's not good for the ship, it can affect you playing the engineer and vice versa. So it's really, really well set up. And the best thing, and this might show how much of a Star Trek fan I am versus a fan of games. The crew is wearing my favorite Star Trek uniform.
Oh.
So I've loved this uniform ever since I saw it for the first time in Star Trek Deep Space Nine's 5th season. It's the one with the gray shoulder pad.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I really I'm going to take this game really, really slow. And it's chopped into chapters, and I vowed to only play one chapter at a time and then take it off for a few days at least. So yeah, it's really
Savoring it.
yeah, exactly. And that's been it for me.
All right. Big G, what have you been up to?
Not really much at all, sort of thing. A bit work's picked up dramatically, sort of thing, in the last few weeks. So it's just been, my game time's basically extremely limited to catching a couple of things on the mobile phone, and that's basically it, sort of thing. Like, I mean to get more gaming time, but yeah, with work and everything else, it's just strangle the life out of it. So. But work will eventually quiet down again. I should have more gaming time then. So, and then I'll at least have funds that buy more games and probably a headset. Well, not big enough.
Awesome. We've got an email. Big G, would you like to read the email from Kep?
Yeah, I can do that. Good day, everyone. Hope you're all well. I have been plodding along doing the same sort of thing in WoW. I have been working a little more on my housing plot, although it can be quite a vast undertaking. Don't I know it? I'm still collecting various items from my little chapel church. I've finally figured out how to remove the huge beer barrel from my front room and random trim my gun. Ha ha ha. Oh, that's awesome. It's always fun when you can do that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I also got the urge to play some classic The Burning Crusade on the Anniversary Realm. I totally forgot what a grind it used to be. I wanted to play an undead priest on a PvP round, but sadly due to server imbalance, creating a horde character has been disabled. Oh, that's unfortunate. Playing a human priest is just not quite the same. I wanted to gank the Alliance, not be one. I'm sorry about that. But I'm pretty sure as an Alliance player, you'd be an undead priest soon enough. Or at least a dead priest. I must admit, I was geeking out a bit when I was logging on, seeing the old Dark Portal loading screen and hearing the original music, what nostalgia it brought back. For the Horde. Anyway, I hope you're all having fun in-game and out. Take care, Kep. P.S. I recently started looking into some Orcish lore. I never really knew how interesting it was. Some of the Orc clans are really quite crazy. Oh, hell yeah.
Yes. Welcome to Ogrimmar. Have you come to serve the Horde? So, you have things in your house that you have to remove?
Mm.
Wow, that's really interesting.
And trees in the garden you obviously have to remove.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean, playing an undead, playing a Forsaken priest is good. I mean, is there anything more desirable than playing a dead human priest? I don't think so.
All right. This has been. Oh, well, Big G, would you like to sign us off?
This has been Big G for the Sleep Deprived.
And this is April PVD. Thanks for joining us.
And this has been Granagus, Rule of Acquisition, number 19. Satisfaction is not guaranteed. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Technology recharge.